It is Tuesday. Tuesday's always a day of announcements. This is November the 15th, 2022. And I just want to remind you that right now it is 7:47. So I'll for about 8 minutes because President Trump is about to go live from his Mar-a-Lago home, and he's going to be making a very special announcement. So I hope you all are watching Bright Side. I think it's called, what's it called? Right Side Broadcasting. Good evening, family, because President Trump is about to make a huge announcement at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm only going to be here for about 5 to 8 minutes just to remind you that there's a big announcement coming from President Trump at Mar-a-Lago, and I'm so excited. It's at 8 p.m. and we only have about 12 more minutes, but I don't know if you all heard that Biden made an announcement. This is breaking news. Biden said he abruptly canceled the G-20 meeting amid reports that he is extremely ill and he has serious health problems. So again, family, Biden announced this evening that he cannot make the G20 meeting, and I believe that's going on tonight in Indonesia. This is breaking news. He can't make it because he is extremely ill. I think this is amazing that this is happening right now, like hours before President Trump is going to be making an announcement. So I want to thank a friend of mine named Steele Waters. I don't know his real name, but he's out of California. Listen to something he sent me. It says, this is by a guy named Pete Smith who works in Washington, D.C. He said, everyone has been arrested overnight. I work the night shift in D.C. It's been happening all night since the announcement that Kari Lake lost. You will be astounded with Trump's announcement this evening, which has nothing to do with him running in 2024. So I just wanted to tell you all, family, I'm excited. Please, somebody said Newsmax will be covering it. Right Side Broadcasting is already on. I won't hold you long. So again, this is breaking news. It's almost 8 o'clock. Oh, it's at 9 p.m.? Oh, I thought he was going to speak at 8. So somebody corrected me and said Donald Trump is actually going to be speaking at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I thought it was 8. So I've been on Bright Side Broadcasting. Put your notifications on. Donald Trump is going to make some type of exciting announcement. People are saying that he said you're going to be very shocked and very pleased. So I don't know what you all think he's going to say, but I'm so happy. Okay, it's at 9 o'clock p.m. Somebody said they heard that the chairs are gold. So for all my family that's just tuning in, Biden made an announcement that he will not be attending the G20 tonight. So this was breaking news. Biden abruptly canceled G20 meetings amid reports of serious health conditions. I don't know what's going on, but I'm excited. And again, I'll read that article I just got right now. You got a picture of gold chairs and gold balloons? This is exciting. I don't know if you all saw the community section of my YouTube channel, but I posted about all of these layoffs this just came out. Amazon is laying off 10,000 workers starting today. Who else is laying off? Twitter is laying off workers. Intel, Snapchat, Meta, Redfin, Wells Fargo is laying off their mortgage department, a great portion of their mortgage department. Who else? Credit Suisse, they're laying off workers. Goldman Sachs laying off workers. Microsoft, Amazon, I said that, Apple, and many others. In fact, I got an article that says, is this the end of the tech boom? Because a lot of tech companies are laying off thousands of workers. Family, I don't know what's going on, but let's pray. Let's keep our vibrations high. I don't know, meditate and just trust and know that something wonderful is finally about to happen. So I'm so excited, family. I don't know what type of announcement Donald Trump is going to make, but excuse me, Right Side Broadcasting. So, Mark Z will be showing it on his YouTube channel, family, so you can see it on there. I was looking at, hi, lovely. Hi, honey. Sister Rose, I was looking at Right Side Broadcasting and they're calling him President Trump. They're saying President Trump is going to make an announcement and we're excited. We're reporting here from President Trump's home at Mar-a-Lago. Excuse me. So I don't know what's going on, family. I just wanted to come on a few minutes before I focus my attention on Right Side Broadcasting. Somebody said these companies or employees are being laid off because the owners were taken to Gitmo. That makes a lot of sense. So, family, please let everybody know, all your friends, your family members, that President Donald Trump is making a huge announcement. And our family members are saying he has gold chairs and gold balloons because we're moving to the golden era. Yes! You know what, Sister Loretta? I was just thinking that we're moving to the golden era. That's what the CORONA was all about. So, yes, they had the CV, they had that sickness, but they were also speaking in code. That's why they called it CORONA before they started calling it CB, because the corona means crown, as in gold, as in golden era, as in we're ascending to our crown chakra, opening up our crown chakra, elevating, going into a new golden era. Not only will we go to the gold standard, but we're going to a golden era where we're all ascending in consciousness and living as gods and goddesses, kings and queens. So what did they say? Don't say he's dead, because then we got Kamala. I don't know what you guys are talking about. So family, I just wanted to remind you that this is the night. Let's hope this is going to be wonderful news. Someone says Charlie Ward is there, and Derek from PPN on the ground. Mike Lindell is there. It's packed at Mar-a-Lago. So for you all who don't know who Derek Johnson is an ex-military man. I believe he worked in the Army. He was in the Army or Marine. I believe it's the Army. And so Derek Johnson had been trying to wake up many people about how President Trump is still the president. So he would tell people and people would ridicule him. So finally, he took to his social media platform and he said, I'm tired of you all bad mouthing me as if I don't know what I'm talking about. Derek Johnson said, listen, there are two types of laws. There is the law for the civilians, and then there is law for the military. And anytime you have a coup d'etat where somebody comes and overtakes the government or does something unlawfully and nefariously, like what happened in 2020, then the military takes over. And he said, this is a military law. And it also, the military law allows the president at the time to extend his powers and extend his time in office. So Derek Johnson also said that according to military law, the military took over the United States and restored our republic and inaugurated President Trump on a separate day from that fake inauguration of 46. So that's who Derek Johnson is. People are saying he's there at Mar-a-Lago. Charlie Ward is there. Juan O'Sullivan is there. I don't know who else is there. Yes, we know that Kamala, she should be gone. You can't hear Mike Lindell. He's blaring behind you. So family, I didn't want to keep you too long. I just wanted to tell you that I'm so excited about President Trump making this great announcement. I also wanted to tell you that Biden will not be making the G-20. This was breaking news that he was too ill to attend. It said again, Biden abruptly canceled the G-20 meeting amid reports of serious health conditions. So will it be announced that he's not going to make it? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Also, I wanted to read this to you. Somebody said Trump probably will announce that they got them all, that they arrested them all. Because listen, for you that are just joining in, one of my friends from California sent me this. This is a guy that worked in DC. He says, everyone has been arrested overnight. I worked the night shift in DC. It's been happening all night. And I don't know if you saw what I posted on my community section, the community tab. I posted that the National Guard was there in DC, and National Guard buses were there just the other day. So he goes on and said, it's been happening all night since the announcement that Carrie Lake lost. You will be astounded with Trump's announcement this evening, which has nothing to do with him running in 2024. So you all had told me that he's not going to announce that he's running in 2024 because he never conceded. So he's still the president. So that's not going to be the announcement. Perhaps he's going to announce that the deep state has been arrested. Perhaps he's going to announce that the republic has been restored. I don't know, but we are so ready. This could be the EBS family. This could be the emergency broadcast system announcement. I don't know what the proper name for that is. It's the presidential announcement that will, in order for the president to make announcements and work around mainstream media, because as you all know, the mainstream media is a part of the deep state. Signal app media goes down. Wells Fargo laid off 90% of their mortgage workers. Wow. So I did know that Wells Fargo laid off a lot of workers. And if you look on the community tab, I posted that article and a link to that article as well for your information. So it wasn't just Wells Fargo. It was a lot of tech industries. Twitter made a lot of layoffs. Amazon, they start laying off 10,000 today. As I told you, Intel, Snapchat, Meta, Redfin, Credit Suisse, Goldman Sachs, Microsoft, Amazon, who else is that? Apple. So many layoffs. So I'm wondering if this is it. Is this the imminent collapse that we've been talking about? We do know that gold is leaving. Gold is leaving, family. Wholesalers are having a difficult time finding gold. Who else? Dealers are having a difficult time because they get the gold from the wholesalers. So if you follow people like David Morgan, who else? Chris Marcus from Arcadia Economics, Big Swear from Road to Ruda, Andy Scheckman of Miles Franklin Precious Metals, Greg Manorino from his show. Everybody is saying that gold is leaving, that silver is leaving, gold is leaving the COMEX. What else is happening? That banks are buying gold en masse. So I reported this, and you all know this, that central banks last quarter alone bought up 400 tons of gold in the amount of $20 billion. That was just last quarter. That was the summer, July, August, September. And then the articles, because this is on Reuters reported this, I think Newsmax, some other articles reported this, and they were saying that not only had central banks bought up 400 tons of gold, but what they said, mysterious whales or very rich people also bought up a whole lot, tons and tons of gold. Articles that said that not only mysterious whales, but some other people bought gold and they don't know who it is because, of course, they're saying they don't know who it is because a substantial amount of gold has been bought and it's gone unreported or hasn't been reported to the public. So anytime you think about gold leaving, wholesalers not being able to find gold, then you know that these people are preparing for something big, that all these countries, the BRICS nations or the BRICS Union, left the United States dollar, starting with Russia. So that's Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, left the United States dollar, which is causing the value of the USD to plummet. So right after that, you had Turkey, Malaysia, Egypt, Indonesia, who else? Zimbabwe, and then so many nations, including Saudi Arabia, to leave the United States dollar and to apply to join the BRICS nations. So that means nearly all exporting nations have dropped the United States dollar and returned to the gold, or return to gold and other commodities. So with all these countries leaving, We know something huge is happening. Not only that, but remember the what's it called? The prime minister or the premier of Iraq. You guys remember that? Yes, I am having hot flashes, and it is hot here in Florida. Yes, RV means to revalue. So we're talking about the RV. The premier, keep talking to each other, family. The premier of Iraq made an announcement that he's about to revalue the Iraqi dinar needy. He said he's working along with the central banks to restore the IQD and to revalue it against the USD. He said he's also working with other countries to bring back stolen money to Iraq. So this is huge. I talked to Andy Scheckman about this. I couldn't contain my, because I know I could be a conspiracy type person. And I asked Andy, I said, Andy Scheckman is the CEO of Miles Franklin, with whom I am an affiliate. So I am an affiliate and I sell precious metals, silver and gold for Miles Franklin. So I asked Andy, did you hear that the premier of Iraq said he was going to revalue the IQD against the USD? And he said, yes. And he said, if that happens, if and when it happens, then some people stand to become millionaires. Some people will become very, very wealthy because the IQD was once devalued. So when it revalues, it will be backed by the resources of that nation. So, family, I'm excited. I just wanted to tell you that so much is going on. Too long, because I'm sure you want to tune in to Right Side Broadcasting, or who else is reporting that? Mark Z is going to have it on his show. So somebody said, I heard Trump will be on Right Side Broadcasting Network News, and also News Max. So that's it, family. Once T is affirmed, POTUS is when we RV. Oh, so our republic, it announced that our republic has been restored and we're supposed to revalue. So for all those who don't know what an RV is, when the United States corporation would go into countries and cause a war, they would decimate their economy. They fund both sides of the war, decimate the economy, and that would devalue that country's currencies. Well, the military, high up military personnel and people in politics and government, they would go and buy the country's currency when it was devalued. Then after the war, then the United States would go into those countries and build back the nation, and then the currency would revalue based on the economy booming. So those politicians and military personnel high up who have bought the currencies when it was low, then they would go and exchange and make a big amount, a big return on their investment. So that is what we're calling the RV. So those people made a lot of money during several wars. For example, the Kuwaiti dinar in 1991 revalued when the United States America Corporation sent the military to Kuwait and had a war. They decimated the economy, they decimated their currency, and their currency was devalued based on that war. After that, after the politicians bought all the Kuwaiti dinar and these military intel or military personnel bought the dinar, the America would go in and build up Kuwait, and then the people who had that currency would go in and exchange the currency, and they became multi-millionaires. You can look that up. You could just Google, did the Kuwaiti dinar revalue in 1991? And you'll see that it revalued and people made a lot of money. Primary, gather, blackmail. Oh, okay, you're talking to each other. So somebody said, I have $100,000 Iraqi dinar. So family, if you have Iraqi dinar, let's see, Vietnamese dong, Venezuelan bolivar, Indonesian rupiah, Indian rupee. What else is there? Malaysian currency, Zimbabwean zim, and there's some other currencies that have been significantly devalued. You buy them up cheap. Hi, Vancouver, British Columbia. I love you. Oh, they're testing the EBS tomorrow. Awesome. So if you bought those currencies while they were low, because those countries' currencies have been devalued at the proper time, when it is announced that we're all on the gold standard, you'll be able to exchange those currencies and get a higher value based on the country being revalued, because now the currencies are revalued against whatever resources those countries have. So that's what we mean by RV, revaluing the currencies. Once the economy gets is now the economy starts to boom and they're back on the gold standard. So remember that 209 countries agreed to return to the gold standard. You can look that up. It's called Project Sandman. So this is what we've been waiting for so long. We've been waiting for the revaluation of currencies and a global currency reset. The global currency reset is when all the entire old economy is decimated and obliterated, and we go to a gold standard, and all the countries now use gold as the standard. Then all of their currencies will revalue based on each country's resources, and the currencies will be one to each other. So this is what we've been waiting for. Dinar's 28.50 contract rate. Oh, they're talking about the rates. We don't know exactly what the rate of the dinars will be, but family, they used to say it would only be a few cents. You remember that? Then they would say it was $3. Then they would say $6. Somebody right now is saying 28.50 for the IQD or Iraqi dinar. I was told that it could go up as high as 100 to 150 in terms of the rate, but I'm not sure. Who is Divine Symmetry? Dinar 28.50 contract rate. You didn't have to have a big amount. Dong, nobody signed a contract, and she's telling you all what the rates may be. Now, some people have said that you have to do a humanitarian project and you have to go in and sign an NDA. I don't know if you have to do a humanitarian project or not. I think that would be nice if we do, because we care about humanity and we desire to build back the economy, to clean the water, to take care of our homeless and all those things. So I'm not sure if you have to do a humanitarian project, but I think it's a good idea. I don't know if we would have to sign an NDA or a non-disclosure agreement, but the banks definitely will have to sign a non-disclosure agreement, because the banks will be working for us because we are the creditors. Okay, they will be the lenders. They will be the ones that are working for us. So they'll have to sign an NDA. Maybe we will too. But again, during the time there's an announcement made that the republic is restored and we return to the gold standard, that is when we'll be able to exchange. Some people are saying that you have to go to an exchange center, but I've always been told that you'll be able to just go to a bank and exchange your currency for the proper value. Now, for those people who are not sure if this whole revaluation is real, because maybe the RV sounds like it's spectacular, like it just doesn't make sense. Remember, the Kuwaiti dinar revalued in 1991, and a lot of people became wealthy, mostly your politicians and military personnel. Okay, and I met a gentleman who he and his brother became millionaires. So hold on to your currencies, don't give them up. Let me remind you that President Donald Trump, if you look it up on YouTube, President Donald Trump interviewed Fox News about Soleimani. President Donald Trump talked to the interviewer, and he said, we're going to make all these countries that we have protected pay us back. And so the interviewer said, how are you going to make them pay you back? And somebody says, Dr. Kia, would we RV quickly if Nassar and Jassara gets announced tonight? Absolutely. Absolutely. So the interviewer asked President Trump, How are you going to pay them? And he said, we've already made South Korea pay us $500 million. And then he said, not only will South Korea have to pay us, but Iraq will have to pay us back. He said, we built up Iraq and we've built up their roads and their railroads. We've built railroads there that are better than anything that we have, better than anything that we have in New York. President Trump goes on to say, I wish we had railroads like the ones that we built in Iraq. They're going to have to pay us for protecting them. They're going to have to pay us for building their economy. They're going to have to pay us for those railroads. And then he said towards the end of that long interview, as a matter of fact, we have billions of their dollars sitting in our banks right now. Why else? Why would President Donald Trump say we had billions of Iraq's dollars sitting in our bank right now if these dollars were worthless? This is a note to me. This is a sign. This is a symbol to me that the Iraqi dinar will indeed revalue. Somebody says they have over 35 billion of Iraqi dinar in the U.S. Treasury. Thank you, Metroid. Hey, Patrick. That's Patrick. That's my homeboy from Cleveland, Ohio. Hey, Patrick. I didn't know they had $35 billion in the U.S. Treasury. Thank you, Empress. Love your channel and all you do. Thank you so much, Dustin. Bless you. Bless you. So, family, I pray, I trust that we're going to manifest such wonderful, beautiful announcements that our republic has been restored. For those just joining in, we talked about how Biden made an announcement. This was breaking news tonight. Biden abruptly canceled the G-20 meeting amid reports of serious health conditions. Have any of you heard that Biden was ill? Has anybody heard that he can't make it to the G-20? So are they going to tell us that he's been arrested tonight? Are they going to tell us that he just is not here? Because he does have a heart condition, right? So also, we made an announcement, and I told you all this already, but for those who didn't hear it, my friend Steele Waters from California, sent this to me. This is a gentleman by the name of Pete Smith who works in DC. He says, everyone has been arrested overnight. I work the night shift in DC. It's been happening all night since the announcement that Carrie Lake lost. You will be astounded with Trump's announcement this evening, which has nothing to do with him running in 2024. So I don't know what he's going to announce. I'm excited. We only have 45 more minutes. I thought the announcement was going to be at 8 o'clock, but it's going to be at 9. Family, someone has sent me, I don't know if it was Steele Waters, but someone sent me a video about med beds and chambers. What is it called? Like crystalline chamber, some type of chambers that we'll be able to go into and heal our bodies once Nasara is announced. These chambers are amazing. Soon as you lay in it, it detects all ailments in your body and cures it on contact. And then he showed me videos of food replicas where this machine would be able to replicate food and replicate everything that you need. This is just like mind-boggling, all of the technology that will be released to us from our galactic family members. So the Galactic Federation, or those entities or beings that came from other realities or other realms that are here to help us, they have released certain technology that we will be able to use as we go into the golden era. So I don't know what President Trump is going to announce tonight, but I hope he's announcing that the war is over, that the republic has been restored. And what I've always heard for years is once that announcement comes, then that the republic has been restored, then we will see mass arrests happen on TV. What if that's going to happen today? I don't know. And then I heard we'll see the mass arrest. And then I heard shortly thereafter, we will be told that it's time for us to exchange, those of us who have invested in foreign currencies or exotic currencies. So I don't know. Metroid says Wells Fargo has billions of Iraqi dinar as well. That's very interesting. Look up EE Systems. They are amazing healing technology. We will have many acres by the sea here in Myrtle Beach. Wow. So, family, someone asked who's been arrested. I don't know because in the announcement that somebody sent me, they just said many people have been arrested. I don't know exactly who they're talking about. Um, my banker friend is brain dead. All he knows is about fiat. So years ago, I went into Wells Fargo Bank and I asked the bankers about the Iraqi dinar and if they had Iraqi dinar and if the Iraqi dinar would revalue. This was in 2017. The banker had no idea. So I talked to the manager because bankers at the lower level, they don't know things. And then the managers and the CEOs, they sign non-disclosure agreements. So some of them know, but they're not allowed to talk. So I did talk to a manager, and the manager said to me, he said, you know what? We don't sell Iraqi dinar anymore, but he said, and we haven't been told that there'll be a revaluation. He said, but you have really piqued my interest. He said, anytime you call the home branch, this was in California, the home office about anything, as soon as you call the home office of Wells Fargo, you get this recording that says, we don't sell Iraqi dinar. The Iraqi dinar will not revalue. It will never revalue. And he let me listen to the recording. He said to me, why in the world would they go through great lengths to talk about the Iraqi dinar never revaluing? He said, nobody even asked the question. But as soon as you call in, this is the recording that would come on. And then they would say, if you want to talk to such and such, press 2 or press 3 or press 4 or whatever. So these banks won't let you know. Most of them don't know. The workers don't know about it. But the ones that do know, they sign non-disclosure agreements. Your values, okay, so glad to catch you live, Dr. Kier. Your values and energy are admirable. Thank you, Divine Symmetry. May you and your family be always loved and abundant. Thank you. Blessings to you all. Please like, share, subscribe, and just let people know that we're hearing that arrests have been made. We're hearing that Biden is sick. We're hearing that he couldn't attend the G-20, that he is very ill, that he has reports of serious health conditions. Have anybody heard this? Has anybody heard that Biden is sick? Anybody else heard that? It was breaking news this evening. So I think that's it, family, unless you all have questions. Wells, Chase, JP Morgan, all of them are invested in Iraqi dinar. You guys, you see this? It's going to be glorious, everyone, when it does happen. I hope it happens tonight. So they do things like what Wells Fargo did when I asked them about the Iraqi dinar. Somebody said, in order to discourage you. I did talk to someone who told me that she had sold a lot of her dinar back because she got tired of waiting. She had been waiting for like 10 years. Now, my friend who had Kuwaiti dinar told me that he was a millionaire once the Kuwaiti dinar, he became a millionaire once the Kuwaiti dinar revalued in 1991. But he said he could have become a multimillionaire if he hadn't gotten discouraged and sold back his dinar. So stay encouraged, family. Somebody says he's sick, all right. He's been gone, Doc. Biden's been gone. So somebody said they hadn't heard that Biden's been sick. Yeah, I saw that. I will find that article for you all and I will put it in the description section. So I did see it tonight. It was breaking news that that he's sick and can't attend the G-20. Your perspective on rainbow currency. What I've heard is that the United States Treasury is now or has now created a new currency that is backed by gold and that it is a rainbow currency. And I've also heard that it's already in some of the banks. I heard that these notes will now, hello, Louise, hello. These, you got your popcorn? Somebody said I'm sick of popcorn. I heard that these new notes, the rainbow currency, would be called either the USN for United States notes or USTN for United States Treasury notes, because the United States Treasury Department will create this rainbow currency. This is what I've heard. Um, and the Federal Reserve is not supposed to not supposed to print money. They're not supposed to have any dealing with money because they are not a lawful entity. They are not federal. They are an illegal, unlawful corporate entity that is actually a business. And according to, I think it was House Resolution 24 that was introduced in 2018, I think it was, that was supposed to actually monitor and destroy the Federal Reserve. And then you had House Resolution 25 that was supposed to monitor and destroy the IRS, because both of those entities are unlawful. Now, many people working in DC have reported that the IRS building is actually empty, as well as the FBI headquarter building and some of the other buildings in DC. People have reported that those entities have already been decimated or obliterated. You're welcome. What did somebody just? Oh, somebody said that the rainbow. The rainbow currency is beautiful. Love Jesus Lee said, I saw Biden was sick and canceled mid-flight. Woo! So something's happening. You all, where can you purchase dinar? There is a company called Safe Dinar. So Google, where can I purchase dinar or Iraqi dinar online? Safe Dinar has it. Last month, CNN announced that Biden had heart problems. I thought so. Also, Banknote World, BANKNOTE.com. I think it's banknote.com or banknoteworld.com. eBay also has sells products from Banknote World. So when you buy from Banknote World on eBay, your Iraqi dinar will come with a certificate of authenticity. So you can buy from Banknote World, you can buy from Safe Dinar, you can purchase from eBay. But I suggest, God bless you too, that if you do purchase from eBay, somebody said, Patricia said eBay still have currencies. If you don't trust it, just make sure it comes with a certificate of authenticity. The debt clock shows that silver now is $727 an ounce and gold is $5,800 an ounce. Thank you, Chris Wolf, for letting us know that. So again, the U.S. debt clock says silver $727 an ounce, 727. Gold is $5,800 an ounce as of today. That's supposedly the real value of silver and gold. If elections in March 2023 make sense, he'll announce Jassara tonight. I love you too, Bruns. Bravo. So, family, once Nassar is announced, you're supposed to have elections 120 days afterwards. So, Banknote World is my favorite. Kathy said, hi, Kathy, did you get your package yet? I hope so. It was supposed to come by today. So silver was over 3,000 on a debt clock last year. Why is it going down? Good question. As a matter of fact, earlier last year, silver was $4,700 an ounce on the debt clock. The reason why it's going on, someone says, I use 100 trillions on eBay to buy Zim and some other currencies. The reason why it's going down is because you still have people in power that are suppressing the value or the value of silver and gold on the U.S. debt clock, because they want to discourage people. They don't want you to know that silver and gold has a high value, and also they want to keep the values down, keep suppressing it, so that their cronies and their friends can buy it up. And I hope I've answered that question. So yes, it was over 3,000 last year, and I saw it at 4,700. I've even seen gold on the United States debt clock at $9,000 an ounce. So, family, download United States Debt Clock onto your phone and onto your computer and look at the dollar to silver ratio. And that will give you the real value or as close to a real value of silver right now. And then look at the dollar to gold ratio on the US Debt Clock, and it will let you know the so called real value of gold. Now, I've always been told that gold will go between $10,000 and $100,000 an ounce. So it will go crazy up in value, gold and silver, for a while, and then it will start to come back down so that we, the people, can afford to get some. I was out of town for a long weekend in Atlanta, Georgia, home now. Okay, I hope everything comes, sister, for you. Um, so somebody says special agro checks 330,000 per billion. I don't know what that is. So I guess you're talking to each other. So family, I don't know if you're supposed to call an 800 number in order to go, somebody says you're going to get a call or you're going to get an email that you're supposed to go to some kind of center or call an 800 number and then go to a exchange center and exchange. I'm really not sure about that. My mentor said he personally doesn't trust the 800 numbers. He said we will all just know. I don't know how they're going to notify us. I don't know if the people who sold to you, because they have all of your email addresses, I don't know if they're going to let you know when these currencies revalue, and then you would go to a bank. But I'm not so sure if I can trust an exchange center, because I don't know what those exchange centers are. But I've heard that the banks will become compliant and lawful by the time our republic is officially restored. So Zim Agro checks. Oh, I don't know about those. Silver will never again be this low. No. In fact, silver is increasing in value. You can look it up now. I think that the last time I checked silver, not on the US debt clock, but just the market value of silver was like 22, a little over $22 an ounce. Somebody can check and see what the value of silver is right now per ounce, the market value or spot price. So spot price is the market value of silver that across the board everybody is charging for silver. Then the premium is the cost above the spot price that is assessed for you doing business with the dealer. So the dealer has to put a price above spot price or market price so that they can make money. And then sometimes your spot price is even higher than the dealer's price because you may have a numismatic value. For example, if you have a collector's coin, your coin might cost more than just, your average buffalo 1 ounce coin, because you have to have a numismatic value or cost above the spot price. Register at dinars, report to get called. Oh, somebody's asking, you cannot exchange at a bank, not right now. No, you can't exchange at a bank right now, not until the announcement. In terms of the ZIM, yes, thank you, TEF. The ZIM that you would get would be the 2008 or 2009 or 2008, 2009 AA or AB. That's the Zimbabwean ZIM. And if you look at the left-hand corner, top corner of the ZIM, it will say, my promise. This is a promise to pay the bearer upon demand. Thank you so much, C. Matt, for your blessing. Thank you for giving an offering. I appreciate you so much for the super chat. You all are just amazing. I appreciate you. 100 billion Zim. Oh, you're talking to someone else. Should we take our money out of the credit unions? I can't seem to get an answer. You may have been the one. Oh, CD, wait, I sent you a message to ask you, how can our family support you and help you? Let us know, please, how we can help you, okay? I won't say anything without your permission, but if there's any way we can help you, let us know. What was I talking about, family? I can't remember. Because I saw CD and I've been trying to get in touch with him. He's been on my mind. There was something I was going to say. Thank you. Do I have a boyfriend? Hi, Hosea. Oh, credit union. Thank you. Thank you so much. That it just left my mind. Um, should you take money out of the credit union? I've been following people, economists, I've been following economists. I've been following David Morgan, who is he's called the Silver Guru. He wrote a book called The Silver Manifesto. You guys need to read the Silver Manifesto. He talks about the history of silver, why silver is used as money, how silver historically has been used as money for a longer period of time than gold. Every single civilization has used silver. David Morgan, when somebody asked him, should we take money out of the banks? I don't know about the credit union. He said, I'm going to tell you what I do. So I listened to him and some other economists, and this is what I did. I only left enough money in the banks to pay bills. David Morgan, a silver guru who wrote the Silver Manifesto, said, as a businessman and as a man, who's the head of my household, I've left only enough money to pay my employees and to pay off the bills. Everything else I've either taken out and put away outside of the banks, or I rolled it over into gold and silver. And the reason why people take their money out of the banks is because the bank, first of all, they might go to negative interest rates, which means you're not making a return on your investment if you leave your money in the bank. Secondly, if the banks get in trouble and everything completely collapses, then the bank will have to do a bail-in. What you all don't know, and I think this was this Gregory Manarino that said that today? No, no, no. It was the gentleman, uh Kaiser Dunnigan. It's the gentleman, Liberty and Finance, not Kaiser Dunnigan, his dad. The dad of Liberty and Finance. It's a YouTube channel, Liberty and Finance. They talk about silver and gold, and he works for Miles Franklin, for Andy Sheckman and Miles Franklin. Liberty and Finance, the guy that is over that channel, he said that in 2008, when the banks collapsed, he and his wife lost everything that was in the banks and that was in retirement accounts. I think he said a mutual funds. He had a mutual fund account. They lost everything. And he told the bank, he said, well, this should not have happened because, this was my money. And what the bank explained to him is anytime we turn over our money to the bank, it no longer belongs to us. We are actually lending our money to the bank. So keeping that in mind, and this is what's his name? Kaiser. Dang, I wish I could think of his name. But keep in mind, anytime you put money in the bank, you're lending your money to the bank. It is no longer yours. So if the bank gets in trouble, they can do what's called a bail-in. In 2008, when the banks got in trouble and Bear Stearns had issues and Lehman Brothers and whoever else had issues, the bank systems collapsed. What happened was President Obama, the president of the then United States Corporation, bailed out the banks. So the government said the banks were too big to fail, so they bailed them out. They gave them money so that they could stay afloat. Well, the United States government, first of all, the United States Incorporated is defunct and it is bankrupt. They cannot do any more bailouts. So what happened is a bail-in. So if the banks collapse, and a bail-in means that all of the money that you put in the bank, that I put in the bank, now belongs to them, and they can do whatever they want to do it to get themselves out of trouble. They will pay off their debts. They will do whatever they want to do. But what happens if they go bankrupt and then they can't give you your money back? Some people say that a certain amount of your money is insured. But again, this gentleman that's over Liberty and Finance said that he lost everything. I can tell you all that my mom in 2008 lost I'm talking tens of thousands of dollars from her retirement account when the banks failed and they needed a bailout. So, Dr. Pruitt, if you need to be brought up to speed, you can email me, Harold Thackton. Okay, my darling, can you please send me your email address to Kia Pruitt, KIAPRUITT @gmail.com, because I don't know how to email you, Harold. Hi, Harold, Kathy, Laney. Good idea. So somebody said they lost their home in 2009 and the bank refused to modify. So unless martial laws happens, I won't even get excited. I know, David Schroeder. We'll see what happens. But to your question, should you take your money out of the credit union? I will say use your discernment. I can't answer that question for you because I'm not a financial advisor. I only left enough in there to pay the bills. I don't have a lot anyway, but whatever I had. Oh, please don't lose faith, David. Stay encouraged. I know you're tired. Where can somebody, Raymond asked, where can he catch the announcement tonight? Newsmax is covering Donald Trump's announcement. Who else? Right Side Broadcasting is covering. Mark Z, Coffee with Mark Z on YouTube. He's covering the announcement tonight on his channel. Is your 401k safe? Is somebody answer, is the 401k safe if the USD is losing value? If the banks are in trouble, if the banks are in trouble of or in danger of needing bail-ins, are the 401ks safe? If we have a complete total market crash, are the 401ks safe? In my humble opinion, they're all tied together. So perhaps the White Hats and the White Knights of the Nasara and White Knights of Nasara have done something to make them safe. I don't know, but I can tell you, I love you too, Stephen Douglas. Thanks for all your work. Oh, thank you. Your light is amazing. Thank you so much. Donald Trump is on Rumble. Excuse me. Right Side Broadcasting is on Rumble. You can take your IRA and you can get a gold IRA. So I asked Andy Scheckman that question for you. I just went to check Right Side Broadcasting Live and it's gone. Maybe Rumble, maybe better. Oh, thank you, Keith. It's gone. Keith, did you get your package, my darling? So 401k is not safe. Somebody just said, JM said they're not safe. So Trump tweeted his speech will be on Right Side Broadcasting Network. Thank you. So what I know is, of course, I asked Andy Scheckman if our family members can get a gold IRA, and he said yes. So if you don't think your IRA is safe or your retirement funds is safe, you can get a gold IRA. Not yet. Oh, Keith, that's because you're out of the country. They did tell me it will take longer. And you know how to sign some custom forms too. So if they said it would take longer, okay, it's all good. Andy Scheckman is the CEO of Miles Franklin. They've been in business for 33 years. They have a A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've never had one complaint. He is also licensed to sell products with the U.S. Mint, which is a very a great something great to do. It's a high honor because you have to go through an extensive certification process in order to sell products for the U.S. Mint. But Andy Scheckman told me that he works with a company that can help you get a gold IRA. And actually, not only can you get a gold IRA, but you can also take that gold into your possession. So email Andy. Going to email him at info at milesfranklin.com. That is, let me see if I can. If you're interested in a gold IRA because you're not sure if your IRA is safe, this is how you can get in touch with Andy Scheckman, info at milesfranklin.com, and ask for gold IRA. And you can also ask for a price list or his inventory and prices. You could take orders. He will take your orders from there. But right now, he's only taking orders by email. Let him know that Dr. Kia Pruitt referred you and you would get the best prices in the industry. I've already checked to see what the other prices look like. Family, I'm telling you, people are having a hard time finding precious metals. Wholesalers are running out of precious metals. So dealers are having a hard time. And a lot of your dealers are saying that they can't find coins. So go ahead and call Andy Scheckman, I don't have his number right now, but I will put it there in the description section. But you can email him info@milesfranklin.com. Let him know that Dr. Kia Pruitt referred you, and you will get the best prices in industry. Silver right now is $21.79. Okay. Oh, thank you. Get your money worth just by so. Thank you, Z Matt. Again, the spot price you said is $21.63. You guys are so amazing. Thank you so much for that blessing, Z Matt. You're so wonderful. Family, I love you so much. Could the announcement be that Brandon is gone? It really could be, because we just heard breaking news that Joe Biden is very sick and he reports of serious health conditions. I saw that come across my screen. I get notifications whenever there's some breaking news, and somebody said he canceled mid-flight. And there was an announcement that he was sick mid-flight. Thanks for this beautiful share. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you. Is that Ruthie? Marie? I don't know who that is. Okay, so family, how can I donate to you? So I don't know. How do you donate in the super chat, family? How do you do that? Somebody, can you tell us how you can do a super chat? I don't know. This is my Cash app right here. And I don't usually like asking for money, but since you asked me, thank you. That's my Cash app. But super chat. How does Z Matt? How does somebody donate the way you just did? Oh, it is to the right of chat. So it's to the right of the live chat. Somebody said, family. So it's 8:43. Will they be announcing about white hats or martial law soon? I hope so. I hope so. Somebody said they're tech retarded. Any other questions, family? There is a dollar sign on the chat right side. Oh, thank you, Keith. Keith is one of our moderators. Keith said there's a dollar sign. Oh, I see it. Okay. Okay. In the chat, there's a dollar sign. I see a plus sign, a smiley face, and a dollar sign. If you would like to donate, I thank you so much. Whatever you would like to, it's totally up to you. Of course, it's just my great pleasure to bring news to the family, to raise our vibrations. What was the announcement Gail said? Gail, the announcement's going to be on at 9 o'clock. So it's a quarter till 9 now. You can go to Right Side Broadcast Network, RSBN, on YouTube, or I don't know if it's on the television as well. You can go to Newsmax. Let's see, who else? Somebody said President Trump has a Rumble channel. It might be on there. Mark Z, he has a YouTube channel called Coffee with Mark Z. He's covering it live. Sorry, my rent and groceries have doubled. Oh my, you know what? I feel your pain. I was just at the grocery store the other day. Oh, thank you so much, Keith. You're so sweet. I love you so much. Keith is all the way in New Zealand, family. Thank you so much. Keith said, guys, please help Dr. Kia by hitting the like button. Yes, please hit the like button, share, subscribe to the channel. Family, it's almost 9 o'clock. We're going to have an announcement by President Trump. I really didn't want to keep you all too long, but it's hard to let you go. Does anybody have any questions? Go to the mod for Mark Z now. Okay, Mark Z is on now. Okay, so click like, share, subscribe to the channel. Any questions before we leave here, family? We only have, 15 more minutes. Oh, thank you, Art Torres. Thank you so much. Thank you for being you. Oh, I love you. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you for the super chat for $20. Thank you. You guys are so wonderful. I love you so much. Hit the like button. So Donaldo is tweeting. Drop the link. What's the link I should do? Somebody drop the link to Mark Z. We love you. I love you too, Keith. Take your money out of the banks. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you so much, CD City. Oh, you're amazing. I appreciate you. Creator bless you. Creator bless you all with prosperity and peace, with long life and joy and abundance. Thank you, CD City. As a matter of fact, family, I'm hearing that not only, somebody just text me, will we be able to be cured by the med beds, but we'll go through these chambers that will allow us to reverse an age. And we will, when we go through those chambers, we don't have to ever leave bodies if we don't want to. So we'll be able to reverse an age, we'll be able to live longer, and some people say we'll be able to live forever. Check your email. Okay, CD. Somebody says send me the link to that Mark Z guy on YouTube. Okay, guys, what's Mark Z's YouTube channel? Somebody asked me for the link. Anti-aging. I love it too. I want to go back to 25. Like I think I'm cute now, but child, when I was 25, I didn't have any wrinkles. I look younger and fresher. If I could go back to 25, I would be very happy. It's called Evening with Mark Z. Thank you, Kathy. So those of you who ask where they can listen to Mark Z, it's called Evening with Mark Z on YouTube. Some people say go to PPN. It's live at. Go to Dinar Recaps. You'll find it there. Somebody said I still look great. Thank you so much, Sister Rose. The original Mark Z on YouTube. Oh, he's called the original Mark Z on YouTube. Oh, thank you so much, Divine Ware. You're the best. More. Oh, you guys are really just making me so happy. Thank you. Creator bless you, Divine Ware. Thank you so much. Regrow those telomeres. Somebody dropped the link. Thank you, Keith. Mark Z channel. Keith dropped the link to Mark Z's YouTube channel for anybody that wants it. It's there. You'll see it. He is the moderator. So there's the link. If you want to go there, click on that link. And so you could be listening here, but make sure you click on that link in another browser, please. So it's Mark Z on YouTube. It's YouTube, the original Mark Z on YouTube. Too late for vanity. Save yourself from the wrath to come. All right. They're live at Mar-a-Lago tonight at PPN. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, Miss Vicky, thank you. Oh, I love you. Thank you so much. Well, family, the deep state has to be fully relinquished to the max in order for the gold-backed polymer U.S. notes to appear in circulation. Yeah, we got to get rid of the deep state, because if we don't get rid of the deep state completely before we revalue and before we become wealthy through Nasara, they will just steal the money and re-empower themselves. So that's why they had to be completely taken down before we move to the gold standard, or before Nasara is announced. Now, I don't know if you all saw that I posted an article in my community section about, I think, what was it called? Something about, it's called the Family Security Act. I want you to check that in your state, because according to the article that I got this morning, it says Florida residents will receive $4,000 a month. It didn't say when or how soon, but it said Florida residents to receive $4,000 a month through the Family Security Act. And I thought the Family Security Act sounded a lot like the National Economic Security and Reformation Act. So look up the Family Security Act in your state to see if they're giving any type of universal basic income to the people in your state. So again, they said $4,000 will be given to Florida residents. I don't know how true that is, but that's what the article says, and it's called the Family Security Act. Now, thanks, Golden Swallow. Okay. So, family, again, I just wanted to, before I close, for those of you who did not make the announcement, there was a breaking news article that I received this evening that said Biden abruptly canceled G-20 meeting amid reports that he has serious health conditions. or that he has a serious health condition. And somebody reminded us that a month or two ago, it was reported that he has a serious heart condition. So it's possible that it will be announced tonight that he's no longer with us. We don't know what's going to be announced, but President Trump will be making an announcement in 9 minutes. I'm not going to keep you all on much longer. Please go to Right Side News Broadcasting or go to Mark Z. That's called the original Mark Z YouTube channel. You can go to news. Some people say President Trump will be on Rumble. People are sending me texts. Keith already dropped the link to where you can find Mark Z. So that is the breaking news. Biden is very sick. He cannot attend the G-20. And I think that's some type of meeting with all the nations. And I don't know, do they talk about economics? I think they talk about economics, but he won't be able to attend because he has serious heart problems. So something that was announced that I'll let you all know about, and that is mass layoffs. This looks like, thank you, Keith, for putting that link back up. This looks like it's over, family. Massive layoffs. Amazon announced that they're laying off 10,000 people starting this month. So Amazon's laying off people. Twitter, Intel, Snapchat, Meta, Redfin, Wells Fargo is laying off their mortgage percent, somebody in the chat told us, of their mortgage department. Credit Suisse, Goldman Sachs, Microsoft, Amazon again, Apple, and Intel. And somebody also sent me an article that said the credit boom is over and that they expect for the stocks, not the credit boom is over, the tech boom is over, and they're expecting the tech stocks to plummet real soon. So Metaverse also, they're laying off. So that's it, family. I don't want to wear your patience out. We've been on for 1 hour and 6 minutes. Please remember that gold and silver is leaving the COMEX. Gold and silver is leaving wholesalers. They're having a hard time getting gold and silver. So while you can, before everybody wakes up, when the masses wake up, family, they're going to rush to get gold and silver. They're going to try to save their IRAs by getting gold and silver. They're going to take their money out the bank. They're going to be massive bank runs where people will rush to the bank, get their money out, and purchase gold and silver. We've already told you that central banks bought up 400 tons of gold worth $20 billion last quarter alone. Last quarter was July, August, and September. 400 tons of gold in the amount of $20 billion. Then the articles on Reuters and other articles Forbes goes on to say a substantial amount of silver and gold was bought up by mysterious whales. Then it goes on to say that a substantial amount of gold was bought and has not been reported to the public. We don't know who these mysterious whales are. Are they millionaires? Are they billionaires? Are they just other countries? Are they other central banks that haven't reported them? 400 tons alone was bought up of gold last quarter. July, August, September. July last quarter was also the time Andy Schectman of Miles Franklin is CEO. You love my hair. Thank you, Trina. Andy Schectman told us a billionaire contacted him and bought $50 million worth of precious metals, $25 million in silver, $25 million in gold. And when this billionaire tried to get her money out of the banks gave her a hard time and would not release her money. Not only that, but the banks contacted the CEO of Miles Franklin Precious Metals Company. They contacted Andy Schectman and asked him, are you a precious metals company? And they started asking him all these questions before they wired the money to him. And that's unprecedented. That's something that's not heard of. Andy was surprised. Like he had never had a bank to call him and ask him, is it true that the money needed to be wired to him? So this billionaire threatened the bank because they would not release her money. She threatened a lawsuit before they released her money so that she could buy $50 million worth of precious metals. I'm just telling you, family, when the masses wake up, they're going to rush to gold and silver. And then either It may be gone, at least what people have, in store may be gone, or it will be hard to get because the premiums, the prices will, not the spot price, but the spot above the spot price will be high. It will be too high. So family, go ahead. We're going to get off here because we need to tune in to Mark Z. That's the original Mark Z, or YouTube, or Newsmax, or Right Side Broadcasting News. Where else should we go, family, to listen to Donald Trump? President Donald Trump. Somebody said he's on Rumble. I don't know where else you can go, but let's go ahead and go. Get your popcorn, get your water, your glass of wine, your grape juice, your apple juice, whatever. Remember to like, subscribe, share. And get you some gold and silver when you can. If you can't get a whole ounce because it's not in your budget, get a half an ounce, a quarter of an ounce, an eighth of an ounce, 16th of an ounce. Get a gram, get grams, get silver shots. Consider sterling silver, which is 92% silver. Consider constitutional silver, which is 90% silver, or coins that were minted before 1965. If gold is out of your budget, because gold right now is over $1,700, please don't overwork yourself. Get some rest. Thank you, Miss Vicki. I do need some rest. Get half an ounce of gold, quarter of an ounce, eighth of an ounce, 16th of an ounce. Get a gram of gold. Get gold RM notes, which is only $6.95. We only got 3 minutes, or $7.95 at some place. Gold RM notes is 24 karat gold pressed onto a note, real gold. 14 or 15 states already use silver and gold as money. Legislation has already been passed. So that's it, family. Silver and gold that's constitutional money. Bye, everybody. I love you all. Mark, go to the original Mark Z, Newsmax, or Right Side Broadcasting News, and let's listen to President Trump live. I love you. We'll come back later and talk about what he discussed. Peace. Like, subscribe, and share. See you soon. Bye.